Hey guys, it's Megan.
And Kat.
And I'm Sierra. And we
are the Muses.
Hi. Been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh my god, it's been so long since we did this, and I just realized we didn't actually decide who was saying what and what.
Nope.
I just heard all the discussion about going left to right, and I was like, okay, that works.
All right. So, starting off, we're going to start off with a little check-in because it has been a while. So let's start with you, Megan.
Hi. I'm good right now. My toddler is less happy with me. But she's currently set up with a TV show and Teddy Grahams and a chocolate milk. Well, it's an Orgain, but yeah. So she's happy for now. I'm gonna apologize in advance if it gets a little crazy. But yeah, I'm okay. I have a decent amount of energy and I have an iced coffee. So how are you doing, Kit Kat?
Well, I'm sick. It's a stomach bug I caught from a kid, which means that I'm on day 2 officially of me just going so I'm here, and that's what matters. There might be some parts where I need to zip away. Hopefully it'll be during transition times. So yeah. How about you, Sierra?
I'm doing pretty well. You might have noticed suddenly light, and that's because I forgot to turn it on.
And then there was
I just realized I didn't open mine, but it's fine.
So that's why I kind of looked over here and went, because I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'm doing fine. Life has been pretty busy for me, although now that it's kind of summer during the time we're recording this, it's kind of calmed down a bit because most kids are not in school.
Always a plus.
Oh my god, it's June. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's June. That's crazy.
How
did the
is
time go
my
so
summer.
fast? What?
I have no idea, but yeah, next month is my summer, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, it's going by so fast.
Yeah,
it is. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, my child's gonna be 3.5 in 9 days.
Yay!
That's crazy. Anyway,
well, yeah,
let's introduce people to the.
Yeah, let's introduce the concept of our video today.
Before we have a timer ticking.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So, for reference, because Kit Kat reminded me of this was kind of always supposed to be how Muses worked. Because
the
we just kind of meander about. Yeah, exactly. So, on this lovely wheel that Sierra sent me, and then I put all of our stuff in, we have a bunch of prompts about what we may or may not like to talk about, and a couple of extras for just musy things. But yeah, we're gonna spin it, and I've got a timer. I don't know if it'll show you. Nope, it's just mad at me. Okay, I've got a timer, and it will go in like 20-minute cycles with like a 5-minute transition. And when the timer rings, we've got 5 minutes to get to the next spin the wheel thing. So hopefully that will sort of, maybe, possibly, not really, keep us on track. So yeah, we each put 3 things in. I have no idea what their prompts are because I asked them to spoiler their prompts. And so I just like copy pasted them in really quick. And yeah, so I guess without further ado,
let's
here we
that
wheel.
What's it gonna be?
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. Okay, it's mine.
Okay, Sierra, I'm gonna.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain this a little bit.
Okay, so the prompt is, what is your favorite D&D tabletop role-playing game or RP bad guy villain to hate. So this could be like a minor villain. This could be your big bad overlord who is like the main antagonist of your plot. Does not matter. It's a villain that when you are playing as like a good guy character, you look at them and you're like, oh, you are so fun to destroy. You're so fun to take down. I like hating this character. If you like, I can go first as an example.
Please do.
And I've started the timer, just so y'all know.
Thank you. So there is a game that I am a player in that basically as a group, we kind of all collaborated to build the world as it is. And the entire point of this game is all of these horrible like world-ending events are happening. But us as the characters are doing what we can within our limited means, trying to survive to make our little piece of this world a better place.
Ooh.
And so one of the places we ended up going to just trying to help people is a town where basically it's a mining town and they mine like obsidian that's used in magical spells for the college nearby and other places that need magical obsidian. And it's currently being run by a capitalistic chicken man named Cordon Bleu.
Oh my gosh! My gosh!
The pun!
Oh my gosh! Because I have to, before we move on, in the D&D game JM's running, my husband is running for me and a bunch of the friends. My character Kikoa has a rivalry in his mind with the famous chef Lord and Gamzee.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
So the reason why I really like this villain, Cordon Bleu, is because he just invoked immediate hatred in me as a player and as my character because he set up script in this town. You have to work for him to earn blue bucks, which aren't even blue, by the way. They're not even the color blue. So that's just an added insult to injury. And you have to work for him to earn these. And he's trying to make it so no one in this town can use actual money. You have to use his currency. And he's running the mining town essentially as like the single most point of power.
Ooh.
And he's telling people you can earn more money if you take this experimental drug that makes you not able to feel pain. So people are getting injured and they're not noticing it because they can't feel pain. And he's doing that. He's doing that on purpose so he can overwork people until they literally drop dead and then just bring in the next person.
Oh my gosh.
I hated this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So but like because of just how it is, my immediate reaction was we're taking him down and we're setting up a union. So my character got to be the salt. My character got to be a union member, essentially, like the person inspiring people to start up a union, joining the workforce, lying about it to get into the workforce, and then inciting a union inside of the workforce.
Yes.
And we took him down because we convinced the people to tell him and the demon that is literally working the contract that they want to redo the contract. And now there is power to the people, and we are banned from ever entering that town again.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
My character has personal beef with a demon now because of this.
Yes.
So how about you guys? Is there like a villain that you're like, oh, I loved hating them. It was so satisfying to take them down.
Oh God. See, the thing is, for the thing JM's running is I don't think we know who the BBEG is yet. We're still in Act 1, 2 years in.
It have to be the big BBEG. It could even be a minor villain, like someone
it can
that
just be like a
a
villain of the week.
Yeah. I mean, technically, Cordon Bleu is a villain of the week.
True.
That's fair.
I do love that your
don't-
villain of the week was capitalist, and you were like, yes, workers'
Capitalism.
rights. We're no longer not allowed in.
Union.
Yes, I love it.
You said
Oh,
D&D TTRPG or RP bad guy.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a tabletop setting. It could be like forum-based RPs. It could be like
Eli.
okay.
Cat's
Okay.
laughing too. Okay, so
we have to.
Yeah, go for it.
Backstory.
So Kat and I have a special interest in the Hunger Games. It's bad. It's like really bad. But I've been on the forum RPs for the Hunger Games since, I don't know, 2012, 2013. And when Kat and I met, 7 years ago-ish, one of the first things we did was plan a couple of OCs named Omega and Cece, and they're like
Terrifying.
they're little psychopaths is what they are. And we were like, we love them. We really love them, but also like we need a slightly healthier relationship to write.
Yeah, we need the older sibling versions before we get to these terrifying littles.
They're crazy. But so Omega ended up with a big brother named Alpha. It was accidental how that happened, because his name is Eliphalet Remington Delisle II. And that would be the guy who started the Remington Arms Company and the Delisle carbine gun put together because District 2. And he's a victor. He's also the legacy victor for the forum that Kat and I are creating basically for these characters.
At this point, At this point.
Yeah. And so, what was it, Kat? So Kat plays Alpha's love interest, Adriata.
Yes.
And
from District 4.
From District 4. They're both victors. And the thing is, like, originally, like 6 years ago.
OG.
Can you explain how we originally came up with Eli, who is Alpha's dad, the Eliphalet Senior?
So he was supposed to be highly like reclusive, like totally almost like shell-shocked, not really there, but still like an okay guy. Alcoholic, but still an okay guy. And and then it went just downhill from there, where as we kept RPing the love interests and getting them together, we're like, wait, no, Eli's doing this on the side. Eli is horrible because of this. And as we slowly started just adding more of his
we
voice,
basically dumped all of our daddy issues into Eli.
Oh my gosh,
so
it was
it
so bad.
started out with Kat was supposed to it was originally that my character Medallion, who's like basically the flamboyant, like
the PR
capitalite dude, was gonna he was gonna think that maybe Eli and Adri had a thing, but then it turned out that Adri and Alpha have a thing, and then
this whole thing
we
where
scrapped that.
Yeah,
because we made Eli an angry, traumatized, drunk,
horrible
/ wife beater /
it got worse. It just kept getting worse. We just kept adding more stuff past our daddy issues, and we just kept making it worse. And it started off originally that it was the trope. Yeah, it started off the trope between our two characters was going to be like enemies to lovers, like full enemies to lovers, where basically Alpha comes on the scene going, there's a bunch of like capitalite stuff saying you're with my dad, like is this actually happening? She's going, no, we're here for an alliance. He's like, oh well, in that case, like we should be in an alliance. I still don't like you, I still don't trust you. Same. And then it just did not happen. We ended up getting to the point where basically the first second they meet,
they're like
all goo eyes. They're both kind of like, oh hi.
Like, I am sure Alpha and Adri, aka the A team, will come up multiple times in future episodes. But like,
yes, we spent so much time on them. But him as a villain.
Like,
oh my gosh, him as a
Eli
villain
is the worst.
Oh,
so what was it? So the first thing we added in, because we knew our starting point was he won the 4th games and never developed like any healthy coping mechanisms. He also like left his first girlfriend, who is Alpha's mom, and then got married and had a bunch of kids with Morgan, who is Alpha's
his wife,
real mom. Yeah,
and and also Eli's
the one who raised him.
Wife.
Eli's wife. But he's also still kind of going back to his old girlfriend on the side and has a couple more kids.
He's going on walks.
Got it.
It's So it started out
with we started
just
with baseline.
That was his just. It was just he is a drunk adulterer. And that's crazy that's the just.
That was the baseline for this guy.
Yeah.
It went downhill from there.
Yes, it did. So then we added in that Alpha's games was the first games where someone could volunteer, and Alpha being verb, volunteered for essentially an intellectually disabled neighbor. Because that was his gut reaction. Like, he is a good guy, but he doesn't think about what he's doing. So he's like, shoot, no, I'll do it instead.
I volunteer.
And that is also the first year that the parents' mentor, or the victor's mentor. It just happens to be his parent.
So Eli was mentoring his son. And then so we had to create all these flashbacks of Adri talking to Eli about Alpha. And watching as Alpha is like doing all the training courses and stuff. And then it was just like, as the interactions just kept going of like thinking about what he would do, I would post something and then make him go, I can hear it in his voice. Oh my gosh, that's so him. It's so much worse than I thought he'd be. I hate him.
See, the thing is, so it does not help that the face claims. So we started with Adri, because Adri was the first character to actually be actualized here. Adri is Elle Fanning, and so Alpha is Nicholas Hoult, because the Grace, right? we were like, we love their dynamic and they look good together, so that we started with them. And so I'm like, who looks enough like Nicholas Hoult that when he inevitably gets the comparisons drawn to his father, it feels realistic. It's Jonathan Rhys-Meyers from the Tudors. And the thing is, because he was playing Henry VIII, he has some massive Henry VIII sized tantrums. And so there's like these scenes where he's like screaming and throwing chairs and stuff. And so when she writes that Eli throws his like whiskey glass in Adri's direction because he's pissed off that Alpha isn't doing well in training, he's like, that's not good enough. I'm like, I can hear it in his voice.
How dare you look at me? I am your lord and master, not your brother.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I hate him so much. I hate him so much. So then I have to throw in a flashback of Alpha's time in there because they're watching their new set of tributes train. And he's just like remembering Dad scream lecturing him about how stupid he is. And like, and if you had any brains, get out of my sight before I do something your mother's going to make me regret. And stuff like that.
It was really interesting because as we're both reading each other's sections and as we're like adding to the lore that is this like mini villain in the Hunger Games, that is Eli, we're both going, oh, Adriana doesn't know that he's horrible at home. And Alpha doesn't know that Eli was horrible to his girlfriend. Like, so there's like the love interest that he's had for ages. Like he's had a crush on her for ages.
He's had a crush on her since he was like 15 because of the whole like tribute parade. He saw her on TV type thing. So he's got it tight.
Right. So neither of them know. And we finally have kind of written out the scene where it kind of all comes crashing down
to a head. Yeah.
And so now they both are red. Oh my gosh. But they're both realizing oh, this is bad. Oh my gosh. Like he is actually just a really bad guy. And then we had to think about it because we first had it where he and the wife are still together. He and Morgan are still together and stuff. And we go, no, after this, she would leave.
Not after this,
like,
they're not.
Not after this. Like she is just done. And so basically we wrote, yeah, no, we
have to rewrite our trajectories going forward.
Right.
Because originally we were gonna like in our vague plot outline, we were gonna have Alpha call his dad for help when he screws up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. Now his mother is his go-to because it just would
and his
not
grandpa
work with the dynamic. Oh, and his grandfather, who's like a wizened old peacekeeper with the face claim of Clint Eastwood.
We created this guy, and he was not originally as big of a villain, and then we just kept building on him, going, "Oh no, he's worse. Oh no, he's actually worse.
He is worse.
Oh my gosh, how is he so bad?" We're looking back at
terrible.
We're looking back at the hill we've built, going, "Oh, he was supposed to be down there, and now he's up here." Oh.
Yeah, and the reason that we love to hate him so much is because it's not that hyperbolic. It's a little
not
too
a caricature.
Real.
Yeah. We actually had to talk about like, hey, he's super drunk now. Like, would he act like this, or is this a caricature of how a drunk, angry person acts? It's like, oh, okay, like let's actually dissect.
Like, I don't have that kind of reference. I am a happy, loud drunk. Not that I've been drunk in like 4 years, but like,
oh my gosh, I'm an emotional drunk, which means I'm usually happy, loud. But if there's something like, again, this is why if anybody is doing things like alcohol, it is a natural downer. Don't do it when you're already feeling sad. You're just going to feel sadder. So yeah, but I'm usually a happy drunk as well. So we actually had to like discuss it and talk about like, oh yeah, no, these would be the stages. This is where his emotions are. Why is he lashing out? So we had to get into his mind. So we were both the DM and the player trying to figure out like, how is he acting and how are we reacting? And oh man, it's such a mind-bending experience. That actually counts as mine as well in terms of villainous characters.
Completely understandable, because in that case, both of you are the DM of this character, and you're also both the player reacting to the character.
Exactly.
So it kind of works. Like,
because we each have our main.
Yeah,
but we also make up the peripheries together.
Yeah,
so.
I was definitely thinking of the question more in the terms of like a player reacting to a villain, but like in this case, it works for both.
It's both. Yeah. Why not?
We made this monster. We created this monster and we hate him so much.
Oh my gosh. And then we unleashed it on ourselves. I cannot wait until we try playing D&D together because it's going to be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
For certain. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I will say I do have one question. Have you guys thought about a potential downfall of Elias yet?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to like leave that unspoken?
Really quick, it's Eliphalet.
Okay.
Because the thing is, Alpha is supposed to be named after Eliphalet Remington II, which means that there is an Eliphalet Remington I, which is why he is Eli.
So he's Eli, but his full name is Eliphalet, which is one of the hardest names, and it's entirely impossible to spell. Thank you, Megan. Thank you.
Okay. No, remember how I originally did the name wrong?
I know. She misspelled it. She was the creator of this person, and she misspelled the name multiple times. So, okay. But this is like fantasy names where you say a name and you're like, I think I got this. And then like you misspell it 15 times. And then the reader is like, but how do you actually spell it? And how do you pronounce it?
Yeah, no, I wrote it Eliphalet for like a year. But what is the downfall?
So
I don't remember.
Downfall. We don't have a specific downfall yet. We are plotting. We have 15 scenarios where we're like, he could die like this, and that would be okay.
Oh yeah, we have done
like that, and that would make it really fun.
I mean, technically, the dinner is sort of a downfall at this point because because his entire world is collapsing by his own doing. So
yeah, basically, he got jealous that the attention wasn't on him, and that the intention was actually on Adriana. And
it's his son's birthday, and he's bringing his girlfriend to meet the parents for the first time, and he's being a bitter drunk. Eli.
But then basically he exposes a bunch of secrets about the family, And his wife is just like, I am so done. And so that is kind of a downfall because his perfect world that he had set up for decades has now just splintered and crashed. And so that is a downfall, but we've got some plots.
But we don't have a demise yet. No.
We don't have a full demise, but it's a mini demise. It's a drop.
It is a drop. It's a start of the decline.
And we're so excited to see it. We're like, yes. I know I created you, but yes, die.
Yes. Yeah, no, I get you.
Timing. Can you guys hear that?
No, we cannot hear the alarm, sadly. So you'd have to be on top of that. But actually, perfect timing. It's time to switch to our next topic.
Next topic. Okay. Are we ready, guys? We ready?
Yeah.
Topic number two.
Let's see what it is.
Spin the wheel.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah, so I threw this in there, but it's kind of an all of us thing. So, epic and updates. So the update is that we've recorded the first 2 sagas, and because life decided to life, I had to restart the edit on The Horse and the Infant. But it's going. Yay. I swear it's going. And when I finished the rough cut, I'm going to try and stick it on, because we're setting up like a Patreon. I'll put it on the Patreon. And then when I edit it down to YouTube /Jorge compliant levels, I will post it to our Muses channel. But I swear, it's still going.
Yes, we are in fact still doing this.
We're still recording, guys. So actually, do you mind telling us kind of what some of those parameters are, just so the audience knows how much would be cut to make it YouTube /Jorge compliant?
So for the reaction, actually, I think Sierra is the one who told me, but there's like a certain number of seconds that I'm allowed to play at any given moment.
You cannot just have the entire song playing with no reaction or commentary over it.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to be like reacting to it. You do have to be like commenting over it. So the first initial listen through that we do, where it is just the blind listen through, has to be cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna like probably pare it down, because the thing is, we do like have reactions.
Yeah, we can have snippet moments.
I'll do snippets of like the big like mic drop moments. Cough, Astyanax.
Yeah, like
also known as asterisk. My bad.
But yeah, we'll leave those kind of moments in, because that's fine. That's not the entire song.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to see us like every second of listening to the entire song, that's not going to be on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, no.
If you want to see every second of our faces moving, that's not going to be on YouTube.
That'll be on the Patreon. I'm probably going to post that bit first, and then the reactions themselves, I'll cut dead space, and I'll trim down the re-listen parts so that it's just like what we're saying, because there's like is it 2 hours, 2:15 of commentary, because we are the Muses.
So, and because we'll listen to the same thing, and yet we'll have 15 different comments, because we'll be listening to the rhythm, and then another person will pick up something in the lyrics, and another person will be listening to the way that the voices move and shift in the song. And so we're all going, wait, can we listen to that again? Wait. I noticed something else. And then we have to back up and listen to the next section.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of the beauty of us all three listening to it at the same time, because Sierra, obviously you followed it for forever, and then Kat's got more of the actual like mythology background, given that this is her pantheon. And then I am the musical theater nerd, so like it's kind of a fun mixture of, oh, did you hear that? And the dynamics and it sounds like this thing. And then Kat's like, oh, and by the way, this story bit, like, and Sierra's like, and behind the scenes, this is what happened. So like,
fun pivots. I will say there are certain things that are going to be coming up in our reactions that I am looking forward to yours, like both of your reactions to. Like there are specific moments where I'm like, oh, I think Megan would blah, 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 blah. I think Kat would blah, 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 blah about like specific moments. And I'm excited for that. There are some of them where I'm like, I need to warn him. I need to warn him.
Yeah, we need trigger warnings. We need trigger warnings.
They didn't warn me about Astyanax.
And I learned from that.
Trigger warning for 1.2 that I did not get a trigger warning for that.
Yeah.
Guys. And your Schadenfreude.
I learned from that. I will be a bit more on top of that coming forward.
I have very few like true triggers, but I'm now a parent, so
yeah.
I didn't realize how hard that was going to trigger because I didn't know it was going to come up.
No, that one definitely blindsided you
a little bit. But I'm okay now, and now I can joke about.
I had already gotten to the point where you're currently at when I was listening to it with you. So I did not think it was going to hit that hard initially.
That's right, because we're first listeners, so it's like, every new thing is just...
which is why I had to re-listen to it with the mindset of, if I did not know this was coming up, how hard would it hit? And then base it off of that.
It took me months to get JM to listen to Just a Man.
Yeah.
Because I knew that it was going to be really rough when he listened to it. I think he was crying maybe 3 lines in. So, and we were driving. It was on a road trip. But he's also said, Meg, when are you guys going to finish it so we can use the entire thing on a road trip? So I'm like, okay, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
But also, PSA, don't drive and cry.
Oh my God.
When
I first listened to Dear Evan Hansen, I was driving from where we lived to basically where Sierra lived to visit like family or maybe JM at the time. And the combination of the 2 songs, I believe it's Disappear, followed by You Will Be Found, gutted me. Like, excuse me? I'm sobbing on... And I'm like, did not know that was coming. Yeah. I was just like wrecked.
So note to selves, but also note for viewers, make sure your playlists are driving safe and aren't super emotional. Like, I love emotional music. I have a playlist that makes me cry every time, because it just gets me in a certain mindset. I have it for a few characters where like they witness the deaths of their siblings. And so like, it is just gut wrenching. It makes me cry every time. And I cannot listen to that playlist when I'm out in public because I will start crying. I don't drive anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. But I can only listen to it while I'm like in my apartment where I'm like, okay, this is the same stuff. And also I'm feeling things.
I can only do them like if I'm driving, if it's like a shuffle. And I know some people are like, that's crazy. You can listen to musicals on shuffle. Yeah, but that's because I'm singing along to them. And like, I know exactly where they are in that musical when I hear it. So I'm just, it's like a snap into it instead of like being blindsided because it's like my me time if I'm actually driving, which is pretty rare these days. But like, if it's just me driving and singing, I don't have to think that deeply about lyrics most of the time. My mom used to get scared if I was singing when I was driving. And I had to be like, no, Mom, I swear it's fine because I don't have to think about lyrics. It's one of those things that just comes naturally, especially if it's a musical song that I've added into a playlist. I'm going to know it really well. So I can sing All You Want to Do without being like completely devastated while driving. If I'm sitting there and watching Sam Polly sing it, on the other hand, expect me to be
very different. Very different.
Very different.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The first time I watched Sam Polly, I was just devastated. And yes, I knew about Catherine Howard, but also...
It's her expressions that bring it alive. It's the way she sings some of those lines as you get further and further into the song.
She doesn't care about pitch in that last chorus.
Yeah.
The complete breakdown. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius, utter genius. But
oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we have that version for the Broadway recording, because they recorded it opening night, and they recorded it live, so you get the audience reactions, but you also get the actual breakdown, because in the original studio recording, a lot of people, they heard it and they were like, oh, this is a bop, right? And then Polly came along and everyone went, oh,
yeah. Well, and these songs are meant to be bops, but it's really great that if you're listening to some of the recordings that are the studio recordings, they cut out a lot of stuff, but at the same time, you lose a lot of stuff, like with Don't Lose Your Head, where she actually goes, no, wait, guys, I think he might actually kill me. Like, you don't get that in the studio recording, so you miss that part.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that you lose, and that's why live music is so cool, is because you get things that are meant to get a reaction out of the audience. It isn't just for the music. So.
Exactly. I remember, because pro shots are the best. I remember, like, one of the earliest pro shots I got was Oklahoma, the Hugh Jackman version, 1999. And it was filmed on the stage, but it wasn't like live. They filmed it as a stage show, but with like movie style angles. And then after, the end of a number, and then you'd get a pan over the crowd that is now cheering. That versus Rent closing cast live on Broadway, 2011 or whatever it was. Oh my gosh, the live reaction feedback from the crowd while they're performing.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
The one time, kind of going into live reactions, the one time I got that in a movie theater was Nanny McPhee, where she has the measles syrup, and it starts moving, and there was a little girl in the audience. Yeah, there was a little girl in the audience going, "It's moving!" And then 2 seconds later, the girl in the movie went in the same pitch, same cadence, "It's moving!" And all of us started busting out laughing, because that time.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I miss that. Oh, the last couple of movies I watched in theaters, I got like shushed. I'm like, that's the thing about theaters though, is like you're there for the energy of the crowd too. If you want to just watch it, like there's phones, there's renting it at home kind of thing. But like the one that I remember for that, where it's a live reaction is, and I just had JM watch this too on Mother's Day, is Twilight New Moon, I think. It's so stupid. But I watched it live because I was like 18 when it came out, I think. So I'm there, I'm sitting with my cousin, we're watching, and we get to the bit where Bella is doing stupid things, like riding motorcycles without a helmet so that she can hallucinate Edward. And she's going, ooh, ooh. And then she like flips the motorcycle and crashes into a rock, and she's got blood on her head because, that wouldn't have killed her.
That totally wouldn't kill her. What?
Right?
No.
And then Taylor Lautner, who still looks like a baby at this point, goes, "Bella, are you okay?" Pulls her shirt off. And the thing is, the entire audience collectively went, "Ooh!" and then a guy like 6 rows ahead of us screams, "Oh my God, he's hot!" And then the whole audience busted up laughing.
Right. It's those honest reactions. And like, again, it's everything in in balance. Like, don't be horrible at a movie theater, or shout out things during a performance. But if it's an honest reaction, like you cannot stop yourself, then that's what it's meant for. Like, it's great.
So I have 2 things I was going to say to that. The first one is I don't really remember the audience reaction to him whipping off his shirt in the theater.
And then using his dirty, sweaty shirt to clean her head.
To dab the tiny little bit of blood.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember what the audience reaction to that was, because when I went to see it in theater, I was there with 103-degree fever and I was not fully processing what was happening. And the reason I was there with that big of a fever was because I was babysitting my sister because she wanted to go to the movies with her friend. And I'm like, I'm sitting in the back. You can sit wherever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Don't die. I'm here.
Pretty much. Like, I'm here so that way the parents stop freaking out. Don't die. Don't do something stupid, but I'm not babysitting you properly. I recognize that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't really remember how the audience reacted. As far as I was aware, my sister, her friend, and I were the only people in that theater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the thing I do remember, as far as like people having an honest reaction to things, was when I saw Frozen in theater, like the original Frozen in theater.
Oh.
So the big turn of Hans being like, "Oh, Anna, if there was only someone who loved you."
Yes.
Spoiler alerts for those who haven't seen Frozen.
Dude, I didn't watch it for like 3 years. I think you might have been there for the first time I watched it.
Maybe.
Actually.
But when he did that in the theater, a guy yelled out, "What?"
Yes.
He was offended.
Yes.
Because I now associate, I think it's Santino Fontana, with Hans. I was so not surprised at all when he ended up getting picked to be the audiobook narrator for Coriolanus Snow for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Like, the funny thing is, though, my introduction to him was actually Prince Charming from the Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella Broadway production.
Oh,
and I was like, the thing is, the problem is I'm a millennial, so the Prince Charming, or Christopher, I think they called him Topher for Broadway, is going to be Paulo Montalban from the Whitney Houston and Brandy version, because Filipino representation in that crooner voice.
Well, also, like, I just loved the White King, and also
Whoopi Goldberg, Victor Garber and Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my gosh, yes. So you have a White King, Black Queen, and then you have a Filipino son, Prince, and it's just like no one's asking questions. No one questioned it.
It's like how Bernadette Peters had one white daughter and one black daughter, and for some reason her white daughter looked older than she did. But
Bernadette.
But the stepsisters had the greatest. I know.
And the chemistry.
But the stepsisters had such good chemistry.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
I love them.
If you're gonna do evil characters, especially fun ones like the stepsisters,
have so much fun with it.
You have to. Because if you're not having fun with it, what are you doing?
I'm literally still, to this day, I can do this with my brothers, but like, we'll be like, well, first I'm gonna flutter my eyelashes. I'm gonna start with a curtsy. Sticks foot out behind her. Well, I'm gonna start with a curtsy too. Falls down. Then I'm gonna flutter my eyelashes. Then I'm gonna flutter my eyelashes too.
And then it like gets to the point where you're just like,
and Bernadette Peters is just like, okay, what are you gonna say to him? I thought I might recite a poem. A poem? What's wrong with that?
And I feel like it's the same way like with Bridgerton. Like, if you're gonna do like Penelope's sisters, like if you're gonna do like if you're gonna do kind of the more ridiculous, like over the top, have it make fun, have it be fun, so make fun with it. And I feel it's the same way with the way that Bernadette Peters did the witch from the woods in Into the Woods, where she is that melodramatic queen, going, it's the last midnight, and you're just going, yes, and then she goes, I'm not nice, I'm not good, I'm just right. And it's like, yes. And she is fully living it. And that's the way you should go. If you're doing a villain that's a little bit more hammy, one, if you're playing a villain, you should have fun with it anyway, because you're the villain. But if you're doing it specifically in the narrative of like, this is a little hammy, it's going to be a little hammy. Have fun with it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the thing is, it's just so much fun to watch someone have fun in a role.
Yeah.
Yes. That's like the best bit of theater for me.
Yeah, we're back to villains. Welcome to Meandering Muses. We go our algorithm is a wreath, and our topics loop back to a central point, and then go to a new. Oh gosh, I'm out of frame. It loops this way, and then it loops that way, and then it loops this way, and then it loops somehow all the way back to the beginning.
I'm not going to edit this much, but here's the topic, Adam. No, speaking of the wreath and meandering back to previous topics, I watched a Magic by Michaela short about Katniss and how it's like she doesn't understand people. Like, she's like, everybody hates me, and Peeta's like, no, everybody loves you, and she's like, you're lying to me. But she has a 100% prediction accuracy rate for Haymitch. Yeah. I watched that. The next morning, Kat sends me that short, and I'm like, oh, that's so funny. I just watched that. I was considering sending it to you, but it was like super late, blah, blah. And then the next day, Sierra sends it to both of us.
Because it's showing up. And I'm like, hey, who are the people who really like the Hunger Games and would appreciate this?
Algorithm Wreath.
Algorithm Wreath. At this point, I feel like we just have like one like algorithm brain cell, and we're just kind of like circling it, and we're just going, and YouTube is going, this is the same person. They have 3 different accounts. I don't know what to do with this.
In which case, I apologize.
I'm pretty sure. And the thing is, it like sends me stuff that I think I've liked enough things that remind me of both of you guys that it sends me stuff that I specifically will be sending to you. Like, anytime it sends me like the what's the plant lady's name? The one who's like, eat snacks, don't die, or something.
Oh
yes,
yes. I love her.
I love her.
Is this poison or is this a snack?
Yeah, I'm like, I have to send that to Kat, clearly. Or it'll send me like some cool fave thing. I'm like, well, I gotta send that to Kat.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like Carissa. Oh god, I forgot her name, but like her stage name is Carissa, I think. Or no, Dear Lucy.
I'll be like, Lucy.
Yeah, so I send that to you guys, and I'm like, I just know that the algorithm's now female, that the algorithm sent it to me because it like knows I'm gonna send it to you guys.
I've been watching a lot of chicken videos lately, so I apologize in advance.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna send us a chicken video about the Hunger Games next.
Yeah, now I have to grab one of the chicken videos, send it your way, and just no explanation, and then just suddenly your
decimate our algorithm
with chicken.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Begin the chickening.
Yes.
But yeah, what were we talking about?
Well, the original topic was our updates.
On Epic.
Yeah.
We went from Epic.
The amount of conversation we actually had during this time.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Meandering Muses. Emphasis on meandering.
This is why I was like, Kat, when we make this channel, we should call it the Meandering Muses, because we don't stay on one topic ever. ADHD.
Well, is there any other updates that we should inform the community about before our time's up?
I mean, that's pretty much what it was. I honestly thought we were going to talk more about the actual musical, but
well, there's a lot I want to say about the actual musical that I can't.
Okay. So while Kat's away, I guess, and then I guess you could follow it up with one for me, but what can you say without actually spoiling it for a moment that you think Kat will like?
The 4th saga.
Like the entire thing?
The entire 4th saga. And there's one.
Is it going to be Cersei?
There's one specific song in the 2nd act that I'm like, Kat is going to lose her over this.
I look forward to that. Okay, so we have like 3.5 minutes. So what I was going to say is I'm going to take off my headphones, and then you tell chat what you're looking for.
I'll give you a thumbs up when I'm done.
Okay, cool.
So I really think that Megan's going to like the 3rd saga. Hopefully she can't hear me. I'm not going to say what exactly because I think she's going to be editing the video. So yeah, but I really do think she's going to like the third saga. I know she's going to love the last song. The last song is really she's going to love that. Actually, the entire last saga she'll probably like. All right.
That's going to be a fun one to edit around.
I didn't say anything specific.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm like, I even mentioned it in the recording, like, she's going to have to edit this, so I'm not going to say anything specific.
Okay, well, I figured I was going to, like, whenever I sat down, I was going to, like, mute and then, like, skip to when you do this and then
no, you can listen to it. I don't mind, because it didn't actually,
cool.
I didn't end up saying anything actually spoilery.
Okay, cool. Oh, Kit Kat! Hooray! Hooray!
Yay.
Hi!
Hi!
We're out of order. There we go.
There we go.
Sorry, it's a thing. It's a thing. My brain needs cat in the middle.
I wonder what our topic's going to be.
I don't know. You're
New
back.
Topic.
Yeah, we went on a meander about sparkling water, among other things.
I heard something that was like about, I think, because I only got the tail end. Like, was it about allergens?
Oh, my gluten intolerance.
Intolerance. Okay, because I heard that, but I was like, oh, we're talking about intolerance, and you said sparkling water. I'm like, oh, I missed so much of this. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. So, but
wheel spin.
Yeah, we were laughing about the fact that Sierra is the only one who's had an actual prompt happen so far, and
if it lands on me again, I'm not adding anything for the next time we do this, so that's more fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure like we could each add one, but then like the people who didn't get picked can add an extra or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. That way we sort of have a balance, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, here we go, guys. Wait. No. Full screen it so it doesn't look horrible. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the house. What did I put?
Find out.
Yes. Craft hobbies. What are you guys working on?
Oh gosh. Okay, so define craft hobby, just so
things you make. So like, I'll go first. Here's the example. I actually put like a bunch of the squares on. It's almost done. I think so. I make scraps quilts. Well, this is my This is my second quilt. Usually they're just blankets where I just go back and forth and add whatever color I want, or like use the remnants, the scraps of whatever project I've recently finished or not finished. But I make quilts, and they're really big. And as people who follow our shorts may remember, I made like 50 of them.
Yes, so, the squares that I lovingly drew.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
You did a great job with that.
Oh my gosh, that looks
cool.
So pretty.
So this is it's currently 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 11 by 12. I think I may do it at 12 by 12. I may call it, aka 144 squares, because I don't like the thought of stopping at 11 wide, even though it is queen sized at 11 wide, because 12 divides nicely. You can fold it in thirds, halves, or quarters. That was backwards. You can fold it in halves, thirds, or nope, I can't. Yes, no, that was right. Halves,
that
thirds,
was
or
correct.
quarters.
Yeah,
okay.
Quarters are smallest.
I'm like, I can't math. Yeah. If you do 12s, this is why my favorite number is 24, guys. See, they just divide so nicely. I don't have it on me, but I finished the wings. Note to self to insert. Yeah. I don't think they're on me, and I don't want to go out there and like make my toddler really sad that I'm not staying. So here's a clip of the butterfly wings that I finished. If I do the one with my toddler, I'll blur her face out.
Clap your wings. Can you turn around? Good job. You're so cute. I'm a butterfly flying around. Awesome.
But she's very excited. It's basically just like straight across, and then it comes in, and then I made like little backpack straps basically, so she can flap
and little hand holders.
Yeah, yeah. I may continue adding to it because it's yarn work stuff. So it was fun.
Yeah.
I finally finished a project. Hooray! The last project I finished was last May because I was making my first quilt for my cousin. So yeah.
Also, call back to the clip that you made where you were asking questions about making the butterfly wings.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I finished a project. I finished a project while I was chatting with Kat. Actually, I was like, and I think it's done. Look, and I like put it on, and I was like flapping the wings and stuff.
Right. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of jealous. I want those now because also you added enough undulation in like the butterfly wings that it actually like looked really pretty and stuff. It wasn't just a straight triangle, which is what kind of the first plan was. And I'm glad that you didn't do the hangers.
Yeah, I didn't.
That would have just been.
I thought I'd get too heavy. She's only 3.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and
also, I also don't want her to injure herself. And
yeah, that's all.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't meant for her to like hold on to it. It was actually meant to make it go up before it goes down. So because the thing is, it does droop below her shoulder blades. I may add stuff above it just so it kind of covers her arms. But like. Yeah, the plan was originally to like wrap something so that it goes up and then she can still flap.
Yeah, but that goes around the shoulders, and so it'd be really rigid and
exactly.
It looks so natural now. It's like really natural now how she's
and she can wrap it around herself like a little blanket or shawl now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's the one I just finished, and then there is a 132 current. No, I haven't finished the 11th. Row yet, so it's like 10 by 12 plus 3, so 123-ish, 124 squares right now. But that's what I was adding to last night. That's what I mean. Crocheting, like craft stuff, yarn work, collages, something physical that you create, because I know we're all crafty, creative people. So that's the question.
Okay. Yeah. Sierra, do you want to go first or should I?
Sure, I can go. So I haven't done any work on it since the last time I spoke to you guys about it, but my vampire drawing is, I guess, a crafty thing that I've been working on. This one.
Oh, right. Yes. Cool.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love the texturing of
so
the legs.
Cool.
Like so pretty.
So cool. Like the skin is so like the color of the skin gives me like that visceral like reaction that a human should get from
a vampire.
Color.
Yes.
So I'm just like,
it's
so cool. It kind of scares me, but it's so cool.
It feels like actual skin, the way that there is some discoloration depending on where you're looking. It just feels so natural. It looks so good.
So that kind of technique is actually something I learned from doing ice studies, funny enough. So I basically, whenever I feel like I'm at a point in my art style where I'm like, I am not making progress, I hate literally everything I'm drawing, it's not turning out the way I want it, that usually tells me I need to learn more techniques, I need to learn more skills, I need to strengthen my foundation. So I usually will fall back onto drawing eyes, because that is a very self-contained little section where I can practice a lot of different skills. And so one of the things that I learned from one of my eye studies was how to render skin more realistically. And I did this based off of my own eyes. So I would just like take pictures of my eyes looking in different directions at different angles and try to render it as best as I can with what I can see. And I noticed that like, if you render like an underlayer for all of this skin, there's different colors in each section, and you're basically using all the colors of the rainbow blending into each other And then when you put the skin layer over it, it actually looks more realistic to how light bounces off of it and the undertone of your skin. So when I needed to render the skin for the vampire character, originally it was going to be more flesh toned. But you guys mentioned, as well as a couple of other people I asked, that the gray that I was originally going to use for tights was a much better color for a vampire skin tone. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to render it like skin.
Because it did look like she had pigmentation and then it just got drained from her. Oh, yeah, no, it looks so good. And that was something that I learned. I took way back at, the community college that I was at to finish up my schooling. I took a bunch of art classes, and one of them was with color pastels. So everything we did, my hands were a mess that entire semester. So one thing that they had us do was that basically they said, because your skin isn't clear. So it naturally has, because of the way that the light bounces off of it, a yellow, just like a very small yellow tint to it. So that means like any shadows, like anything having to do with this part of the eye is going to be like more of a purple blue. So you add that in, but then you also have to add in a little green because when it comes to blood vessels, when it comes to all that sort of stuff, you have to think about reflections on reflections, which is something I never thought of before. I was like, oh, but just like slap a color. There we go, finished. And it's like, oh no, because the light is bouncing off of something, which is also bouncing onto your skin, that will change the color like around you. And it's just like, dude. And that's when I first found out color theory is weird, fun.
Yes.
But so weird.
Let me see if I can find the eye study where I kind of made the discovery about the rainbow thing with the eyes. Because I know I probably saved it on here. Yes, I found it. So I'm just going to zoom in on
not me just being over here, like being in awe. Because guys, my friends are like really good at drawing, and this is so not fair.
Hello, Miss Editor.
That's
not the same thing.
For the eye study. I'm going to zoom in on the eyes where I kind of made that discovery so you can really see the colors.
What was the discovery?
About the undercolor.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That is so realistic. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it is.
So cool.
I love that, like, the little dot it kind of looks like a little mole on someone's nose because of the way the shading works.
So yeah, that is because I do have dots on my nose. You can't really see it, especially in this camera. But I do have dots on my nose. But yeah, so that was where I basically did undercoloring and then did skin color toned over it. And like this is how they came out.
That's so cool.
Oh, eyes are so cool.
Took me a little bit longer to get the coloration of like the waterline and things like that correct. So this is not the correct color for the waterline.
Right. The waterline, that's where your fleshy pinky bit is. The waterline.
Yeah.
Your
and like
fleshy pinky bit. Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's basically the thing
oblivious.
Yeah, it's the thing holding your eye in place, but also when you cry, that's where all of the tear stuff goes.
Gotcha. That bit.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to show, but like because of the glasses and the reflection.
Glasses, Every time I do that, though, it just reminds me of like animes where they're like, ah.
Yeah, right. No, I get you.
I'm like, why do they do that? It's so weird.
Gotta love cartoon logic.
Doesn't like eyes, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
But it's cartoon logic. They can go and like their whole face will stretch. It's a lot of fun,
right?
It's fun to
draw. That's why I use that one emoji with the tear there because it looks like that specific frame in like any anime where they're like, and then you see the little teardrop. That's why I use that emoji.
Little sweat drop.
Yeah, the little sweat drop. I'm like, it makes sense to me.
And this drawing is the drawing where I learned that I over blend things. I need to let hard lines exist.
Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
It's very cool though.
because I am definitely the, I put in light, let's blend that out kind of person.
Oh, yeah, no, I have the little blur tool, and there are some times where I go a little overzealous, just going blend.
Here, go ahead and make me big again. I'm going to bring the original picture back so you guys can see how I have been trying to combat the overblending on the skin.
Yes. Oh.
And trying to let just actual hard lines exist.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So pretty. Oh my gosh.
And yes, this character will have clothing, I promise. I'm the type of artist where if I draw a person, I like drawing them like without clothing, and then I draw clothing on top of it, because then if the clothing shows skin, it feels more realistic.
Mm-hmm. And the proportions and how it falls and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I definitely learned how to draw where it was just like looking at a picture from my favorite manga and drawing it. So I drew clothes first. And then I would never, if I tried to move them or change it in any way, it would not work.
Yeah.
And it was because like the skeleton only worked in that one setting. And so I first now have to do like a light sketch of a skeleton, fill out the body. And then if I decide to add clothes, I decide to add clothes. And then I add them. But I also haven't been working in color when it comes to that. So definitely I'm going to take your thing and just be like, okay, skin tone first and then clothes on top.
Kat be talking about how she doesn't draw in color, and that's a lie because, excuse me 1 minute while I everybody.
Actually, I've got it on the big screen. So
Oh, okay, cool. You should definitely do that. Hold on. You're not on. Hey, hold on. Solo layout. Koa. So that's my D&D character, Kikoa. And he's getting some new ink, so now he has knees and feet.
Okay, yeah, so I finished him. That was my update because, so I did first, like, his beautiful waterfall hair and all of his tattoos. But
that took us so long. It was so much fun, though. It was so much fun.
So,
for reference, guys, Koa is a Goliath barbarian. And he's the character I play for my husband's D&D campaign. So I was like, Kat, I can't draw. Help, please. And she was like, yes, of course.
Yeah, that's when I learned color theory was really fun because we had to put ink on his skin. And at first we were going to do it the color of like his eyes. So this like really vibrant green. And it did not look good on his skin tone.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, fine, sure, this is okay. And so we had to like actually go through a color picker, and I had to put the colors on top of like a part of his skin and go pick one. And she was like, okay, done. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I forgot about that because it's been like 2 years or so. Because we're approaching the 2-year mark on this campaign. I don't remember if I only told one or the other of you, but yeah, we're approaching 2 years on this campaign, and we're almost done with Act 1.
Yes, so, you actually mentioned it in this chat. You mentioned it now during this recording.
It's super fun. And I think so first we did it where it was like that bright green and it was like phosphorescent, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
he doesn't have.
It's like the Matrix. He's like.
Yeah. Well, and also with his skin tone, because he's got that much warmer skin tone, it was really like working with that. And again, color theory, everything contextualized. But that was a lot of fun. But we did a lot of research. We had to do a lot of research for his character.
We did.
Because
he's like, the thing is, I kind of did the Moana thing where like he's kind of an amalgamation of multiple types of islanders. I'm most familiar with Hawaiian culture. He was more based on the Maori. So like we went and looked up like Maori tattoos and
the meaning
and placement and meaning and what they represent and like melding, like combining it to represent him and his story and his background, like and stylizing different things like the kiwi bird and Kat, you need to show the new ink because it's so cool.
Yes. But so one of the things that went into this was also because when I first had it, I just had like the arm down so we could just figure out where everything was. And then now he has his hand up to show off his cool weapon. So I then had to figure out how arms contort and how the pictures on his arms would contort. And it's just kind of like, this is why I don't usually do tattoo characters. This is a lot of work. This is cool. This is so cool. But oh my gosh.
I'm putting it up here and zoomed in so that people can see just how intricate this is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's there now.
But speaking of, the newest tattoo is of course on a joint.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry, guys.
It's of course on a joint. So it'll look like it's walking up his leg as he walks.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So that was we looked up lizards because lizards are in traditional Maori tattoos, and I was like, Kit Kat, I need how do you say it? A wyvern? Or was it a worm? I don't remember. It's a magma one. It's a magma dragon thing.
Yeah.
And it looks nasty. I would hate to go against it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No. So we just.
But it looks like a squash-faced lizard.
In my
it looks
hometown,
like it's got.
So
yeah.
So I was like, we need to adapt that, Kit Kat, pretty please, and she very
also
kindly
acquiesced.
Also, he needs legs. And now he's got his island behind him too, so it's even better.
Yes, and so because I felt super guilty, because quite literally we started this process last year in the springtime, so I also gave a background because I felt really bad about
Well, it's great because we just finished the arc in Koa's hometown. Mm-hmm. So like we went home, and then his boyfriend was really extra and jumped into a volcano, and we battled some magma dragon thing. Yeah, no, it was a whole thing. But now we have my island, and we we brought back Pele and Moana'd my island back into greenery.
Yay!
So yeah, it was fun, and now I get to go back to being a secondary support character, which I'm totally cool with because I sound like a blithering idiot when I have to improvise.
It also doesn't help that
out someone else's words. Yes, just chatting. Yes, trying to improv. No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, it also doesn't help that you're like. It doesn't help that you were kind of prepared for it, and then your DM, who's also your husband, went, "Oh yeah, your boyfriend that we definitely know is looking forward to see you. He's jumping into a volcano," and you're going, "What?"
No. What happened is I knew we were going back to my island, and so JM told me, I need you to prepare a description of your island. And so I went and looked up volcanic islands and what the sand is like and so on and so forth, so that I could tell them what he left, so he could tell us the devastation that got wreaked upon my island. And then the first thing he did after I got over my fear of explaining my hometown to his friends was he brings in the NPC that is my cousin to be like, Mana missed you a lot. And I'm just like I don't know that I can role play myself opposite my husband role playing my love interest in front of all of his friends.
And kind of on the theme of background and all that sort of stuff, I did my little half orc that I've been creating.
Einkorn!
Yes, Einkorn, and she is my half orc ex-paladin, and I really enjoy drawing her, but I had to do because she's got yellow skin with a little bit of green, so I had to figure out where the green would be. Would it just be closer to the roots of her hair? Would it be on all of the basic extremities? So the nose, the ears. And then I had a lot of fun because I got to do little details of these little corn husk dolls.
Yes.
So,
oh, yes. That's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
So that
I had fun.
Went off.
Yes.
I know you guys I think next time I'll do it on my phone so that we can all hear it when it happens. But yeah, so we'll give ourselves a little time to wrap up.
So this was
guys.
This was so much fun. This is the first of kind of the actual meandering.
The new format, the originally intended format.
The new OG format that we're now putting into practice.
Yeah. Right? I mean, literally, when Kat and I started, because she lived 11 blocks away, she was just going to come over. We were going to, like, scenes from a hat, our own prompts, and we had, like, a bell timer. Or like the ding ding for like
the teacher bell, ding,
the hotel bell thing.
The to
rein
bell.
Each other in when we got too far off topic. Yeah, now we're in 3 completely different places. I'm sorry, Kat, I can't come to your house.
I'm sorry, I can't come to your house. Oh my gosh. I can't play any fun, board games with you guys because I'm virtual. But
I want to play that game.
Oh yeah, because I got us a Ulysses game.
Oh yeah.
And it's in German. The instructions are only in German. So
we're gonna have a fun time playing Google Translate the instructions. When you were talking about backgrounds, I was over here like, yeah, I've been working on backgrounds too, and I was wondering, like, should I show the audience a technical spoiler for?
You know what? No, you know what? Give them one. Just one. Just one.
Yes,
I love this one so much. Hold on, I have to make you big. Hold on.
Yeah,
that's literally.
Yes,
so cool.
That one is so pretty.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I don't know what we're doing yet, but it's so cool. I love the thumbnails for the epic reaction stuff so much. Yes. JM loved the most recent sketch that you put, Kat, on Sierra's background. He was cracking up so hard. He was like, "Oh, and you're holding her into the boat." And he was dying at my expression because it's perfect.
Sierra and I are doing the thumbnails. You kind of saw a little bit of my magic when it came to an epic introduction. And so it's going to kind of be that chibi style, and it's going to be all of the things kind of like the theme of the song or the title of the song with us in the image reacting like the wonderful, lovable idiots that we are, doing crazy stuff because of course we would. And so as our muses self. And so that's something to look forward to. Each new thumbnail is hand drawn by us too.
Ladies, like Sierra does the backgrounds and Kat is
which are
doing
so good. Oh my
They're
gosh.
so good. I'm so jealous. Like, thank God you guys are like visually artistic. It's so helpful.
The reason that I even started drawing the backgrounds, which by the way, the first background I drew was technically for like open arms. That technically was the first one I drew, but
that's right. Oh my gosh.
I planned it, and I'm like, I visually have an idea for it, and you're over here like, I'm gonna have to draw the background. That's gonna be a little difficult, and I'm like, I can help out.
I have one.
No, it's not even I have one. I'm just like, I can help out. You know what? I'm gonna draw up like my concept sketch of like what that background could look like, and I'm just gonna send it to you guys. And if you like it, you can use it. If you don't like it, that's fine. And I sent it. You guys were like, "What in the
world?" Okay, you're doing the backgrounds because I'm horrible at backgrounds. Like my 2 images where you see the backgrounds, like that took so much work, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Right. I'm like, thank you guys for existing, because our previous thumbnails were me running the pictures of like us through a background remover and sticking it in a gradient thing, and then putting it.
So I am still learning how to draw backgrounds, and my water sucks. I do not like how I draw water. I need to practice that. I like how I draw skies. I really like how I draw plants.
Oh, your plants are so pretty. Oh my gosh.
They are really good. The forest makes me happy.
Yes.
Yeah, the forest was the first one I drew, and it's still my favorite.
It's still my favorite.
Decide in post which ones you want me to put up in.
I love how we're spoiling like all of them at this point without telling anything. Sorry, guys.
I mean, we're talking about like what they can look forward to, I guess.
So if you guys are watching, whoever decides to watch this one, thank you for joining us, and we hope to do these more regularly moving forward.
Don't forget to like,
and comment.
Yes, please.
And subscribe if you haven't.
Yes, please.
Oh my gosh, please.
Oh, speaking of visuals, here is the cool like, comment, subscribe thingy that they drew. And also, we're going to fade into this, but the banner that we're going to fade into at the end, they drew. Wait, that they drew. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm still working on figuring out the mirroring situation. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. This has been Megan.
And Kat.
And Sierra.
And we
are the Muses. I'm facing the wrong way.
We're so Meandering Muses.
I'm such a professional, guys.
We're so great. Oh my gosh.
Life. All right. Bye.
Bye.